Hello friends, good morning. In the previous lecture, I discussed about the introduction of the subject operation management. Now here today we study DFM and DFA, that is design for manufacturing and design for assembly. The first is a successful design must consider all relevant considerations throughout the life cycle of a product. We must know about what is the life cycle of a product. The common set of the design includes assembly, environment, manufacturing, quality, reliability, safety, and serviceability. Now the DFM considered all activities that is concerned with reducing overall past production cost, that is PPC. It minimizes the complexity of manufacturing. It uses common axis and the common process. Whereas design for assembly considered about reducing the product assembly cost. It concerned with the assembly cost of a product. So it minimizes number and complexity of assembly operations. Individual parts may be more complex in design. Now, certain principles for the DFM, that is design for manufacturing, is simplify and reduce the number of manufacturing operations, standardize material and use common parts, design for efficient joining, open tolerances as much as possible, allow over trouble in part design, avoid special tooling and frequent tool changing because it can make the process complex, select material having a best manufacturability, machine for one primary axis whenever possible. So these are the certain principal guidelines which must follow when we have to apply DFM, that is design for manufacturing. It means we have to reduce the number of manufacturing operations. As much as possible, we have to reduce the number of manufacturing operations. Standardized material should be used because it can be easily available. Now see this, consider the design of difficulty in cutting the grooves. Okay, so whenever we have to provide the groups, we have to follow certain guidelines. As I previously mentioned, use as big a radius as possible in corners. Sharp edges are difficult to cut and keep uniform. See these, there are the certain length and the diameters ratio also. Do not specify hole and corners. This is the impossible and the better way of assembly mostly happen in the casting process. Now, similarly, certain principles for the DFA, that is guideline for the assembly. Minimize part count, design parts with self-locating features, design parts with self-fastening features, minimize reorientations of the part during assembly, emphasize top-down assembly, standardize part, and encourage modular design. Modularity concept is very common, so try to make the modular design. See these, there are the some asymmetric part and the symmetry of the parts. Difficult to locate and chamfers is location. So these are the type of the self-locating parts. These are the certain examples in which there is a difficult to locate extension to case assignments. Okay. Top-down assembly. These are the fastening. Consider the least expensive fastening method that meets the requirement. Snap fit, plastic bending, riveting, and the screwing. Now, these are the handling, means how many hands are required. Any grasping assistance needed. Effect of the part symmetry on assembly. Is part easy to align or positions, means you have to consider all these parameters, features while design. How much insertion time is required? What is the fastening process? Easy to align. Handling difficulties are their size, thickness, weight, flexibility, stiffness. So we have to consider all these parameters at the time of the design. Okay, thank you.